We saw how in the middle of the performance, Shatta had to call the CEO of the firm, telling the world that indeed, if you come to the Ashanti region and you are looking for a place to sleep. And that was a free advertisement. This is an advertisement that the gentleman can play for 1,000 years to come. Shatta Wale did it because at the end of the day, he saw it to be a partner at that time. He did it because at that time, he saw himself to be, okay, at this stage, I'm also part of what is happening. It is an opening. So what am I also doing to be part of the opening? Unlike some artists, they will just perform and not even say a word about why they were there. They will not even say anything about the purpose of the event, why they were booked, why they were paid to come perform. It is just performance and they go. But Shatta knows that no, every performance comes with a theme. Every performance comes with an idea. Every performance comes with a concept. So in the middle of my performance, I should also be able to add to the selling of that particular concept.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Well, I want to believe that since about Thursday last week till now, those who are ardent or active followers of Sammy Flex TV here on YouTube, you guys know we have not been active. Yes, it is because I was on some Shatta Movement duties. And you know how it is already when it is Shatta Movement duties. Everything comes to a halt, everything comes to a rest for us to finish that side. And when we are done, then the rest can also continue, just as the culture has been over the years since we joined officially the movement. So we are back. We were in Kumasi or Ashanti region, in Carrier to be specific, where we were part. In fact, one of the priority artists for the grand opening of the Golden Deal Hotel by Wendy Shay and the rest of the people in Carrier. The weekend was great. And I'm here to give you updates. I'm here to give you reports on how it happened. And again, just so you know, we have a big announcement coming out very soon from Shatta Movement Empire. So you guys should watch out for it. It is about the team and what you guys should know. So we can even do more. We can even achieve more as an empire. This is for you. This is for me. So keep your fingers crossed as we prepare to do that announcement probably this week. And everybody would also get to know what we are up to. Then you can follow the progress from here as well. My name is Sammy Flex. This is a Shatta Movement report coming straight from the Ashanti region, but reporting, okay, coming straight from Ashanti region, but reporting right here in our Sammy Flex studios. The team is set: Theophilus Digosh, Desert, as well as Sam Tuga. These are the men controlling affairs for us to run what we have to run. Now, I think the announcement was made that indeed, come 19th July 2025, the team was set to be part of the official opening, or better still, the grand opening of one of the biggest resorts in the Ashanti region. It is one of the biggest because, yes, I've been in the region for some time. There are places we've moved in here and there. And what we saw at the Golden Deal Hotel, it is a masterpiece. In fact, situated on the land in Carrier. Yeah, so upon my research about the area, I heard that indeed, Ashanti region very soon would also be having a 37 military hospital like we have here in Accra. So what it means is that when that is also completed, it will be one of the monuments closer to the hotel and business will be booming. Now, you know, when Shatta Movement moves like this, it is a great deal of everything. Talking about the arrival of Shatta Wale at the Prempeh First International Airport, it was a beautiful scene to watch. The number of vehicles, SUV vehicles, officially packed to welcome Shatta Wale, and the few people closer to the event, as well as some close people to the empire who also came with their SUVs, who also came with their cars or vehicles just to welcome Shatta Wale's arrival at the airport was just so awesome. In fact, awesome. I remember I shared a video of that scene on my socials, and many people were like, wow. And I wrote the caption that in this business, you don't have to fake you are big. In this business, you don't have to pretend to someone you are big. In this business, you have to let the world know that indeed you are there. In fact, whether it is offline or online, your presence feels it. Your presence would make everybody know that, who is this guy coming? In fact, on the Saturday when Shatta arrived, from about, say, 11 a.m. from that time, the airport was really busy. It was similar to a president about landing. It was similar to every important person at all around the world arriving, with police, military, police, dispatch rider here and there. All these people were on standby, as well as the Shatta Movement team officially waiting for the arrival of one Don Shatta Wale. And behold, when he came, oh my God, of course, to Shatta Movement fans, whether you tell them or you don't tell them, as to how they even get to know some information to make appearances, sometimes it beats imaginations and understanding. Whilst we were there doing or going through our official duties to welcome him officially, we also saw how all of a sudden, people from all walks of life, some people on motorbikes and all that. I want to know you remember the story of the motorbikers and how they have been following the Shatta Movement story. And it was the same thing. Everywhere around the airport was busy. People on bikes, people moving here and there just for that welcome. It was beautiful. So finally, Donny landed, aka Shatta Wale landed, and arrangement done. He goes into his car, movement to in Carrier, where Golden Dew Hotel is situated or located, for us to start our process. At that time, I think the hotel was also going through their former opening program, where some of the dignitaries in the Ashanti region, from Manshia Palace, the Ashanti regional minister, and a good number of them, they all came there to make sure the place was officially opened to the public. And of course, we also walked in with Shatta Wale because they have been waiting for him. We were there since Thursday in preparation to his welcome. So obviously, the demand to see him was rising. Everybody, okay, we want to see him. Has he arrived? Blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. And finally, he arrived for activities to proceed and everything to start. Of course, it was the night. So just some rest, eat, sleep small, just come and deliver. So on the day, Wendy Shay also performed. And let me commend Wendy Shay and her team. They have been doing fantastic. In fact, at the moment in our music industry, looks like Wendy Shay's position when it comes to the female sector or the female department, she is at the top. I don't know who is competing her though. But for the music department in Ghana, the women ministry, I think Wendy Shay's position is comfortably at the top, resting comfortably at the top. I don't know who else is competing hard, just as she's doing. And I think she deserves some commendation. Big ups to Wendy. And anytime she performs too, she leaves something for the people to enjoy. I watched a video on GH Hyper where Wendy Shay was shaking what the mama gave her, and it's beautiful. You have to see it. And I also want to say big ups to her and the team. They are doing well. So when Wendy Shay was done performing, it was time for Shatta Movement to rule, and indeed, we reigned. Like, we want people to know that when it comes to this business, don't come closer. When it comes to this business, we are far, in fact, miles ahead of them. When it comes to this business, we are on top of our business. Now, there are so many talking points from Shatta Wale's performance that I would want to hit on some of them. So many talking points, but I wouldn't be able to hit all but some of them. The first one I would want to hit on was that fan who came out of ecstasy, wanting to touch Shatta Wale, and in the process, made Shatta even fail in the process. Of course, that was a security lap, if you ask me. where the guy, because most of our security men, how the stage was designed, couldn't stand in front of the stage, therefore had to open gap. So when they saw him climbing the stage, before they would get there, the gentleman had already touched Shatta, and because Shatta's back or behind was facing him in the process, he felt very unfortunate. Of course, the team felt sorry about that. But the gentleman, just as on this platform, we have been discussing on several occasions, some of these things, when you do it, it is threatening. When you do some of these things, it is threatening. In your head, you might think you want to have fun. Out of joy, out of exercise, you want to go and chill. But there are also some serious incidents there. Because we wouldn't know your intention. Like Shatta said afterwards on the stage. Was it to come and destroy the show? Was it to come and hurt him? What was it for? Yes, so as much as we admit that security flaw there, which personally I've had a conversation with my security team that some of these things, they have to be very, very careful not to be happening. Because if it happens like that, it shows their signs of weaknesses. If it happens like that, it means that they are also showing some deficiency in their activities. So that has been dealt with. But to the outside world, I think we have been advising people. Recently, when King Paluta went to London, that someone did that thing to him, and he got angry. We saw how many people were condemning King Paluta. We saw how many people were not happy with King Paluta's reaction. But you see, few people are condemning what the gentleman did. How many media people have come out to say that, some of these things, fans should stop it. It does not help. Some of these things, fans should not encourage it because it is not a good thing. Why are we not seeing all those things? Why are we not seeing that? Unfortunately, this is what has been happening. Of course, Shatta also warned such people from doing that thing, or they should desist from doing that thing. Else, it can be so many implications. For what happened to the gentleman and the security people behind the stage, we leave it there. I'm sure only God knows. But we leave it there. For what happened there, we leave it there. Now, one important factor that I would also want to highlight is the fact that when it comes to Shatta Wale and business, nobody comes closer in this industry, especially among his comrades within the music industry. Nobody comes closer. The gentleman is far beyond them or far above them, in the sense that anytime, I keep saying, to get a Shatta Movement for your event, it is not cheap. That one, I won't hide it. But when you are able to secure the team for your show, trust me, you are definitely going to enjoy the benefits or the returns in there. And we saw that. We saw how in the middle of the performance, Shatta had to call the CEO of the firm, telling the world that indeed, if you come to the Ashanti region and you are looking for a place to sleep. And that was a free advertisement. This is an advertisement that the gentleman can play for 1,000 years to come. Shatta Wale did it because at the end of the day, he saw it to be a partner at that time. He did it because at that time, he saw himself to be, okay, at this stage, I'm also part of what is happening. It is an opening. So what am I also doing to be part of the opening? Unlike some artists, they will just perform and not even say a word about why they were there. They will not even say anything about the purpose of the event, why they were booked, why they were paid to come perform. It is just performance and they go. But Shatta knows that no, every performance comes with a theme. Every performance comes with an idea. Every performance comes with a concept. So in the middle of my performance, I should also be able to add to the selling of that particular concept. And that he did beautifully. I once again posted on my Facebook, on my socials, and I said that indeed, if there is one artist that you need to always be doing your business with, you don't have to look beyond Shatta Wale. He understands that you are in business. He understands that he needs to help you to push the brand. He understands that he needs to help you to also make everything that you are doing solid. And that was also seen. That was also captured. And to me, it was very important. Now, one final thing I think I can mention, then maybe later on in Showbiz Daily, when the team sits down, we can also go over the whole review, was the whole welcome, or no, let me talk about the show itself. Obviously, Ashanti region had missed Shatta Wale. Yes, they had missed Shatta Wale because I think the last time he performed there, this year, have you been to Kumasi? Not too sure about this year going to Kumasi, not too sure. Yes, so definitely there was that mad rush to see him. Definitely, many people were eager to see him. So people came from, I know those who live in Kumasi, when you mentioned in Carrier, it looked a little far for them because, yeah, it's like being in Accra and someone inviting you to say, no, Kaswa is close. Like Winnie Bar or something. That's how they felt it. So when you mentioned in Career, it seems a little far. But some of them came because they know, Charlie, another opportunity for Shatta to be here. So if he's here, let's go all out to go see him. And they did. If he's here, why not? Let's take opportunity to go see him perform. So the energy from the beginning of the performance till the end was spot on. The energy from the beginning to the end, everything was just on fire. People were dancing, singing along, back-to-back songs, performing almost to close to 2 hours on the stage was just something that people couldn't resist. They wanted more, and Shatta Wale gave them. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the business in the Ashanti region with the management, the CEO, and the staff of Golden Deal Hotel. It was well done and executed beautifully. As it stands now, the team is fully back in Accra, and we are to continue with the rest of the activity. So you should know, anytime it has to do with your business, anytime it has to be with performance, engagement, booking, or any other things, Shatta Movement is the way out. Think about it, contact us, and let's see what we have to do. But I told you, watch out for announcement coming soon so that you'll know what to do anytime you want to deal with the Shatta Movement. We keep growing, we keep expanding, duties keep getting more. So we are sure going to help the fans to achieve their braggadocious right. And we're also going to help ourselves to achieve more in our laurels. My name is Sammy Flex. I brought to you the Shatta Movement report from the Ashanti region, reporting right here in the Sammy Flex studios. Until then, remember, we are still here doing it for God and country. My name is Sammy Flex. Special thanks to the people that I'm working with, Theophilus Digosh, Desert, Sam Tuga. And remember, we have just about 2 weeks to my mom's funeral. So I'll be sharing some more details and information with you. Those who would want to come and mourn with us, those who would want to come and sympathize with us, we will be here. And we'll be waiting to see you as well. We are out of here. Subscribe to us. Let's read your comments. To meet again in the evening. Bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.